Well, Brad, you got your split on the road. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's what we come here to do. I think that we had a little bit more finish than we had last night on some of our momentum opportunities, and we just stuck with it. We went down another man, lost Bearsy in the first period, I guess. So we had pretty much 10 forwards, 3 lines. So a lot of credit to those kids in the dressing room, which was a huge character win.
How do you kind of, especially in that third period, hold off kind of like an onslaught coming from that Tigers offense? Just how do you kind of, guys on the defense and Merrick as well, and that kind of backstopping you guys to kind of hold off at the end?
Yeah, I think Merrick was huge. Obviously, we didn't start him game one, and he didn't blink an eye. I told him to go shove it up my ass today, and that's exactly what he did. So that's what we expected of our team MVP, and he did a hell of a job. But in the third period, they're a good team, guys. Like, they're a top 5 team in the country. They probably scored more goals than anyone in the country. They're good players, and you can only hold them off for so long. I think we did a really good job in making them defend, making it difficult on them, and we drug them into deep waters in the third period. And I think we deserve the win tonight.
How much does a win like this, do for your team's confidence just going back to Regina?
Well, I think it's even more than confidence. I think it's like where our organization's at right now and what we're trying to get to. I know a lot of people don't believe it, but these games are important learning lessons, and the way you have to play. And you can be the inferior person and still win the playoffs, but it takes character, it takes a lot of buy-in, a lot of selflessness. And hockey players don't always have that in the regular season, and for our guys to experience that and experience, after the first period, we had a lot of power plays and we were getting discouraged and just went in the dressing room. This is not a hockey thing, this is a character thing. We're being tested right now. Let's pass the character test, and I really put it to the boys out in the first period, and they came out flying, passing character tests, being real good teammates, supporting each other. So even when we were having an onslaught, no one was getting down. We all stayed positive and we kept believing that we were able to do it.
Just, the power play, though, is still struggling. How do you turn it around?
Yeah, it'll turn itself around. There's nothing to even get worried about right now. We were clipping at 25, 27%. It was one of our best teams all season long. We're getting down short guys. Guys are hurt playing. We're doing the best of our abilities. So to us, we don't need to really worry about that right now. It'll work itself out, I believe.
With 2 days off before Game 3, Brad, how do you guys carry momentum now here and, getting home ice next game?
Well, I think it's going to be good to get home for us. As far as momentum, I'm not too sure it really carries over. I think that, Willie's a great coach. They've been through a lot of these experiences. They understand that, it's the next game mentality. So that's what I expect out of them. And for us, we're learning about that right now. For us, we can't go on our high horse and think that it's going to be easier, because it's not going to be easier. They're going to be hungrier now. They understand how we're playing them, and they're going to push back. And I expect that Tuesday, and for us, we're going to take the next 2 days, I think, rest up, heal up. We need to get some guys back in our lineup, but for us, we just need to keep the same team character mentality we played with the last 2 games.
Playing on the road here in front of a loud crowd, how is that going to help, when you guys return to home ice, guys get their first look at, a home playoff game?
Yeah, man, this rink is so much fun. The fans do a really good job here, bringing the energy. Even just listening to them, singing the national anthem. I think it's really cool in junior hockey. And unfortunately, I was never able to be in the old rink, and I've always heard stories about how cool it was, an intimidating place to play. So, to me, playing in front of these kind of crowds is what hockey's all about, and it gives you new juices, and it tests you mentally in other capacities. So for us, I just hope that we get the same crowd that they have here, and as I know when the Brant is full, it gives our guys extra juice, and it's one of the best barns to play in when the rink is full.
Do you hope to have Maddox and Liam in the lineup Game 3, or what's the plan there?
Well, we won, so it'll be probably hard to get them in the lineup.